Hugo, another week where we've had to do only one recovery session, I guess, today, but how's that been?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, we got home quite late on Tuesday night from Solihull. The lads were off yesterday obviously because they got in late to catch up on his sleep, and in this morning. So the ones that need a little bit of recovery did that this morning. The ones that didn't play or didn't play as much, obviously they've done a little bit more today, which is a normal Thursday session when we've played on Tuesday night. So, but yeah, it's been good. We've obviously started to look at a little bit ahead now onto the game on Saturday. Some of their strengths and weaknesses as we normally would do in like an 11v11. So yeah, it's been a good morning.
We obviously caught up after the game on Tuesday night. It was one of those, it was an unfortunate late winner for Solihull, a very good one at that. But now we've had the time to digest that. Have you got any more thoughts on that game, or is it now in the past?
Obviously we reflected a little bit further on it yesterday, as we do, and we look back on some of the things. But the winning goal, I don't think any goalkeeper in the Premier League saves that. So. Hell of a strike. I said to you at the time, maybe we could have got a little bit closer to it, but you got to credit the strike, and I think it just dipped right, like proper dipped just under the bar. It was a hell of a strike, and I'm not sure he'll be doing that again anytime soon, but credit to him.
But there was a lot of positives to take from that performance, wasn't there? So I'm sure we'll be doing that into this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, as we said quite a lot recently in the recent games, and we've pinpointed really since the Gateshead game that we've been a lot better, particularly after we played Wilston in the league, and we weren't great that day, but which we've been quite honest about. But since then, the overall been really good, and I think the second half the other night, as we spoke about, we played some really good, positive attacking football, and which looked more like us. So we've just got to keep thinking like that now.
And looking ahead to this weekend, Halifax come to the EBB. It's a team that we've already played this season and got the better of. I know it was a while ago now, but again, is it another reason to take confidence into this weekend?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're at home for starters. Playing at the EBB is always good, and we know that if we can get the supporters singing, then it's a great place to be. And I've said quite a bit recently about the East Banks sucking the ball into the net, But listen, Halifax are one of the best coached teams in the division, in my opinion. I think the manager's a very, very good manager and coach. And they've got a very clear identity and some really good players that can hurt you. So it's another tough game. But look, we're looking forward to it. Previous results are irrelevant. That's the past. Now it's all about the now. And we've just got to make sure we're prepared best that we can. We've got another session tomorrow before we play the game Saturday.
We saw a few changes on Tuesday night after, the substitutes or finishers, as we call them, did so well on the Saturday. Talking about squad depth, obviously, Geordie came in, one of those changes. Is a prime example, isn't it? Having two keepers that can fight for that number one spot.
Well, Geordie's actually played 3 games now in a row. Yeah. He was done enough, I thought, in the 2 games he played to keep his shirt. And then the other night, regardless of some suggestion, you can't fault him for either goal, so especially the second one, no one gets near that. But listen, we're really, really lucky that we've got 2 goalkeepers. There's very little between them. And the plan was always that those 2 were going to fight it out this season, and that's exactly what they're doing. So watch this space.
And I think that goes for a lot of other positions as well, doesn't it? We have seen some good squad depth this year.
Really, really important. And I think Tom's spoken about this quite a bit, isn't he, that we feel that the depth of the squad is better now, especially at the moment where we've got a lot of competition for places, and that's only good because, as I said to you before as well, I think it increases the intensity of training. People want to try and stand out, they want to play, and today and tomorrow will be no different, So it will certainly give Richard and I a headache going into the game, and we'll do our best, along with some advice from the gaffer, to pick the best team that we can to win the game.